All right, there we go. All right, so this person doesn't know her mom. Honestly, like, sympathy towards you, but I didn't know my dad, so like, it's fair game over here. So she doesn't know her mom. The dilemma. So basically, they answer the question to see how she should deal with her situation.
Placed my daughter for adoption at 19. Should I tell her I'm her birth mom? Yes or no?
Wait, huh?
I feel like there's so many factors that go into this. It's not a simple like yes or no. Something like this could really like shake their whole world. And are you healthy? Are you healthy enough to be in her life right now? And it's just a lot.
I'm kind of in the middle.
Wait, but what's this? That question is kind of weird because there's a lot of factors that have to take into play. How old is she? That's for one. So how old is the kid now? You know what I'm saying? You said you put her up for adoption at 19. You know what I'm saying? So depending on how long you've been out of her life, at this point, it could either not matter, or you know what I'm saying, or it might just be a mom thing, like trying to see where her kid is doing. You know what I'm saying?
Because like if the child wants to
Now,
reach
facts,
out
human, bro.
to know their birth mom, 100%.
I'm gonna tell you this
think
after
that
Landon. I ain't gonna lie.
perhaps she should have a conversation with the parents first and make sure
So she
that
know the parents. Okay,
they
that's good.
know, and then getting their consent, basically.
I see my 11-year-old daughter often, and she doesn't know I'm her birth mom.
Does that change any of your minds?
Yeah, you might as well
So
just stay on the
after saying
sidelines.
that she's
What?
11 years old, I changed my mind because she's young. If she
She's
had
going
been
through
18,
puberty right now. She's
and
just
it'd be a
over.
different
Yeah,
story.
you
I
can't.
think I want to go over here. It's the 11 part that's
I'm like you. I'm like in the middle
very much in the middle.
because
I'm coming over. She's so young, and to like get thrown that information at 11, it could go negatively, positively, and I feel like
Well, if we take out the age and we say, because we didn't say she has to tell her this week. So how would y'all feel about telling her,
But even still, the longer you wait, the harder it is to tell somebody. Like, once it hits, like, bro, it's like saying you're going to wait till she's 19. If you wait until she's 16, 18, you know what I'm saying? They're already trying to do their own thing. That's us. That's just us as kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're getting into their own world. They're going to college next, you know what I'm saying? So, like, at this point, bro, they're going to reject you. And that's what you don't want.
when she's 18 or whatever, just
I would
at
be
any
cool with
point. And
yeah, but think of yourself like as an 11-year-old and think of yourself as like a 17, 18-year-old finding it out. I personally would rather find out at 11 than 18.
That's what I'm
Then I
saying.
would get more upset.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch. When I think about 11, she's still innocent. She's still got that innocence in her.
What's up, Matt?
By the time she's 13, our periods, our boobs
W.
are coming, our minds are. We already got enough problems at 13. Okay.
How I
Damn, nah, W song.
that I had in my
Sorry,
life
Burgers.
who was asked to be put into me and my ex-husband's life, and he knew everything. And
It's
how
about
he
that
saw
time,
that
Matt
he
is
was
back.
happy that there was
Come back.
somebody else.
You just came from
who
work.
loved
Oh no, wait, you already at
Why
home.
is it a bad thing that there was another person?
You got an hour
who
on your
loved
hands
this
now,
little
bro.
girl
It's 8
so
o'clock.
much
You about
that
to
she
go to
wanted
sleep
give her a
at
better
for
life?
9. It's GG's.
Why not give that positive
About to read his
aspect
book.
to her? Like, I am another person who loves you and has been watching out for you from far, like a guardian angel.
I mean, at that point, the adopters, the person that adopted them can't be mad because you should know that you instilled enough in your daughter, or not your daughter, but her daughter, which is kind of your daughter now. You should be able to say, you know what I'm saying, like, I instilled enough for her to know that I'm really the person that really took care of her for these years. And it's okay to want to know your mom. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to know that.
Daughter
Want to
could
know your
possibly
mom.
have a relationship with her half brother, my 10-month-old.
At this point, does that change anyone's
Yo,
mind?
this is ridiculous, bro. Yo, she just need to go sit down somewhere, bro.
Being a parent,
She made it so messy.
and I went through surrogacy, but possibly have gone through adoption before. And even when we were going through adoption, we were always like, yes, we're always going to tell this kid where they come from, who their parents are, so that we can be open and communication.
Right.
But that was
Like a
our
full-time
decision
offer,
in the process
and
being
I
a
get
parent.
salary benefits
So
and
these
stuff.
parents now
Go ahead
who
now.
are
Damn, what the heck?
who have taken over the
Man, I'm
adoption,
going back to school,
they have a
bro.
right to be able to say whether or not they want to know.
I'm doing the
Yeah,
Apex
I
thing.
second that. I feel like a huge part of identity is just knowing where you come from, and it's almost counterproductive to her growth and her development to like not be enlightened of like where she comes from, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do
I
that.
moved
The 7
because
months, you
I'm
know what I'm
personally
saying?
adopted,
Then I'm gonna find something.
and I don't know how I would feel
Build my resume,
knowing that
you know.
my birth mom was in my life for so
Do the
long,
streaming
and
thing too
knowing
while I'm
I
at
was
it.
adopted, and just like having all those questions and just not getting the answers, and my mom lying to me. So I just
know
feel
somebody
like
who did it,
if you're
so-
open and honest now, it's better.
They'll understand, but it's not traumatizing as
Yeah.
much as like 18 and you already got your life going.
Exactly. And you did it for a reason, I assume. Like, I believe my birth mom put me up for adoption because she couldn't take care of me. And I have this amazing life now because of that decision. Of course, there was some resentment and like, you didn't want me, da-da-da. But like, when I got older and stuff, I realized that
mature,
it was
yeah.
all for the best
You just
of me.
mature, it's
and
just-
that's also a big thing. So
You said yeah, but at the same time, regardless of why you gave the child up, the parents might feel like, okay, you had your reasons, but you made your bed. Now you lay in it. But I know, but you can't have the, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people just can't, you know what I'm saying? They just can't hold that child. They just, you know what I'm saying? As much as they love their child, and that's probably a hard decision for anybody to make, to just give their child away, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, it's like, I would not, if I adopted a child, I would let the parent be there. I wouldn't let the parent take control. That's a whole different story. But get like wanting to know your parent, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, of course, because you know nobody want to be confused in this world, like of where they came from and all that other stuff.
kudos to you. That was definitely a hard decision, I believe.
As someone who
I
has
feel like
three
I feel like I'll just
half-siblings,
be like, you know what I'm
who
saying?
I love with
Like
all
they
my
just
heart,
know that
but like
I'm the
I wish I
parent,
had a
like-
stronger relationship with them and did not get to grow up with them. I feel like adding that value to the child's life would be amazing.
I think what keeps me here, like I like what a lot of you guys are saying and what we're saying too. This needs to include the parents because the child could also have other brothers and sisters
Yo,
in
what?
the child's new family.
What, bro? Nah, that's bad weird, bro.
I
That's bad
specifically
weird.
chose a gay couple, so she has 2 dads, with the
Oh, wow.
intention
Wow.
of not having the issue of the mother later because I knew I wanted to be in her life.
All right, that
I
is
have
so
gotten permission
selfish.
from them multiple
And she's so
times
selfish. Nah,
and
she's
was given that as like one of the criterias of the adoption, and I am treading extremely lightly around them, and they just continue to choose to not tell her.
I think naturally she's gonna have questions about her mom. She's getting to the age where like she's gonna hit puberty and be like, oh, you guys don't know about periods. How do I do this? What?
they're all messy
female-
though.
I don't think you should
know?
say that. That's problematic. You can't
okay,
say
wait,
just
wait,
because
wait.
they're two gay guys that
Wait,
they
are
don't
we
know
asking
that they
questions?
won't be able
Oh,
to,
nah, she
you
getting
know,
canceled.
be able to tell her how to take care of herself. I'm
That's
pretty
true.
sure
I
that
I
they
meant
have-
like the way like
I would hope so.
I know. I feel like I know what
putting
she's
in a
saying.
tampon. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
can't
that's what
teach
they
that.
sign
That's
up
something
for,
you
to
can't
have
teach.
a little girl
You know
is to
what?
show her how to take care of herself.
I'm curious, what is their reason
There's
for
some
not
stuff, you
wanting
know,
to
I don't know.
let you tell them?
They haven't given me one. I've been told it will happen. Multiple times it's been,
Because I
oh,
don't
she's
like.
starting to ask
How you
questions.
supposed to
We
know
should
that?
sit down and talk about it. And then when I set up the
like-
meeting, we don't discuss it.
Okay, that changes my mind. I think that's not fair that they're not giving a time frame for you. I plan to have kids myself too, and I'm not gonna lie to them. You know, 2 guys, we can't make a child, so I'm gonna say like, there is a woman that is your mom.
I'm gay and I have a husband and I have 2 daughters. Our 2 girls know everything. We've told them everything. They know everything.
I was saying transparency
I
at the
don't
end of
know
the day
reason
is the
why
best
they're not
way.
telling
Bro.
her.
The child's
All
gonna
I
react
know
the way the
is
child
that
is, but
as
it's just a
a
sense
gay
of maturity
man
as they get older.
who has
And if they have it at a
2
young age, and they
daughters
have it at a young age, you know what I'm
and
saying?
who are
And
constantly,
you can't control that.
you know, having
But you just gotta know
comments
that
like
your
that
mom
come to
do
us
love
like,
you, you know what I'm
what
saying?
are
She's
you gonna
right
do
here in
when
your
they
life.
turn
Boom.
13 because, you know, you don't know, you know, you're not a woman. You don't know these things. I have many strong women in our lives, like my husband and I and we're gonna lean on them when that happens. But for that 11-year-old to be approached by you and say, I'm your mom, in
Yeah,
her
she
eyes,
might be
yes, that
hurt.
would be fantastic. But those two guys are now going to be looked at as someone that that this little girl cannot trust anymore. And that's what's getting me.
If you were to tell her,
What do you mean
without
not
the
trust,
permission,
though?
right? What would be the aftermath of that?
Well, I would never, just like you're saying, they do have strong women around them already. I never want to assert my dominance because I gave.
Yeah, but it, you know what I'm saying? It hits a thin line, Landon, and it's like, bro, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have six sisters. So, like, for me to say, there's stuff that I just would not know. You know what I'm saying? That's just period, point blank. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just would not know. You know what I'm saying? But I guess if it piques somebody's interest, then you know what I'm saying? I guess they know about it. But there's a level of extent that you just wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts at the end of the day. That's just facts.
Gave up that right, and I gave
A girl
them
is more likely to
the
be able to raise a
option to choose which
son
women
than
they
a
want in their lives to fill that
than a
kind of motherly role.
than a guy raising a daughter. Like my mom, like what? She was a single parent raising me. Like what do you mean? Like two sons.
I have one quick question for you.
She had to play
I just
both
want to
roles.
ask like more clarity as someone who doesn't have that perspective. Like, why do you think the child would lose trust potentially in the parents?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would you
It's a
lose
huge
trust?
thing to keep this away from her. I think an 11-year-old is very smart. It's just very concerning to me that, you know, that this huge thing
you
that will
wildin'.
impact this
Keep
little
moving places.
11-year-old girl's life doesn't come from her two dads. And will come from you.
Yeah,
and I'm
in
sure
this
you're a
context, yes,
wonderful
in this
person.
context, there's
You
no
have
way
all the great
that you're gonna be able to
intentions in the
feel
world,
what
but I
they
think that
feel
needs to be made
inside.
by
You get what I'm
the two
saying?
dads.
But you would know
Your
the
story is very
process.
moving, right?
Like
'Cause
you
I
know what I'm
want to
saying?
be a father one day. If I were you, I'd be
Jeez,
more
if I post this on
assertive
YouTube,
and
I'm
like
gonna
get like a time
get
frame. Like say,
torched.
okay, well,
I
let's
don't
kind
care,
of
you
flesh
know,
this
it's just-
out.
I agree on
You know?
that. I do think she should be told, but I think she should be told by her parents.
I think there's very unclarity of what you think that
Let's
she-
ask.
Let's wait
yeah.
1 minute. Aurora, what's your thought process here?
I have firm faith that they will meet you halfway and you'll be able to have that moment, but you can't do it on your own.
If I were to put myself in your daughter's positions, because I
post it.
also am adopted, if my
post it.
birth
It's an
mom came to
opinion,
me
bro.
and was
At
like,
the end of
I'm
the
your
day, it's
mother,
just an
and my
opinion, bro.
parents knew and didn't tell me first,
You know, it's just
that's
like-
where I feel like the distrust would come from. Do you feel like you want to be her mother again? Is that like part of your intention?
Like, bro,
No.
you can't even say like
I'm a huge ally, and I chose gay dads because I
Homophobic,
knew
none
that
of
they
that,
would
bro.
be. I knew that she would be loved, like what I wasn't able to do at the time.
Thank you for that.
And
awesome.
yeah, but I don't have their perspective at all. I'm a cis.
Yeah, I don't like how the
heterosexual
parents are not
woman,
letting
and
you.
I haven't gone through anything that they've gone through.
I switched because I don't think it's a good idea for her to tell her daughter. I don't think that's okay because then she will be like,
I still even like that approach, Landon, because the thing is, what fucks it up, bro, with her situation is that she was hanging around the kid. So, like, the kid knows her, but doesn't know that that's the mom. That's the problem right there. And I don't understand why would, you know what I'm saying, she do that. Like, if I gave the kid, I'm not going to try to be in the life until I let it known that I'm the, you know what I'm saying, for the first interaction. Because now she's like, so you've been hanging around me this whole time. You get what I'm saying? And, like, that's where the resentment is going to come from. It's because you wasn't transparent for me from the jump. That's where I feel like there's going to be a problem at. But I don't know why the other parents is like, you know what I'm saying, being weird and not letting her get to know the child.
to me my whole life, you know, to her dads, and she's hearing it from her. But at the end of the day, it's not like, it can't be the end and be all for the rest of her life though at the same time. So yeah, you have to, somebody's got to tell her.
Yo, what? You just got mad out of nowhere. Calm down. All right. This is nice.
Just that trust issue is just so huge for me as a parent.
Definitively, they're lying.
Yeah.
And you have to put yourself in the position of being lied to. When are they gonna be ready?
She kept talking about her needs, right? If she tells the kid before the parents do, the parents can fully be like, I don't trust you anymore.
The whole point is for her to stand her ground. Setting all morals aside, it's legally binding that they have to tell her.
She doesn't see.
Oh, wait, it's legally blocked. Oh, it's legally, like, you have to say that? I never knew that. That's crazy. You said, well, you gotta explain why they didn't tell her either, and if it's like you just didn't know, you have to tell her. You gotta be transparent. Like, look, we may be adults, but sometimes you're not prepared for the obstacles you throw. Yeah. That is true. You're gonna have to come in with like a speech prepared for if you know what I'm saying stuff get in that direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But I don't know why you wouldn't tell her. Like, you know, that to me is weird. Like, why you didn't just tell her up front? But I guess to just to be no. The thing is, Landon, just to be there, but then not say that you're the mom makes it weird. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so you what? So like, what is going on? You know?
160-degree picture in that house. What's
She's gonna be like, well,
discussed.
so why couldn't
And
you
so for
have
her to
me?
come
Like,
in and just reveal
regardless
this
of the
huge
explanation.
amount of news can be very,
she's still
very
11, so
life damaging to the little girl.
I think my last piece of advice to you is definitely be strong in what you want. Be direct. Redirect the
Well, I do
conversation
feel bad
if
for
you
the mom
have to.
because
If you have to
this
take
is something hard that you
initiative,
cannot.
take it, because I will say when I did it, I regretted it for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you see.
And I don't want you to live through that.
You're amazing for doing what you did. I respect you for that, for specifically, placing them in that place. But I also think that there's a lot more people involved and not just you. You owe it to her to be honest and to be trust and to be
I feel like
patient.
if I was in the same
and
position,
you owe it to them to be patient.
I wouldn't
It's
care.
been 11 years.
I'm not that
I
type of
think
person.
You can be
like,
patient a little longer. And
you just
let the
live with what
dads
you got. You know what I'm
do
saying?
it
That's
on
just the
their
type of
time.
mentality
They
I
said that
have.
they will, and I think
It's like
that
if
should
it
be
goes that way, it
respected.
goes that way. You know. But I would have no resentment both ways. I'll kind of be mad at the real parent, but you know what I'm saying? Oh, she picking it. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Go to yes. Go to yes.
You are great. You are so great.
That's awesome.
So no means she's not gonna tell her, right?
Yeah.
It will.
What you did was selfless.
I'm excited for you.
That is very selfless of her, though. That is very mature of her,
and
though.
that reconnection. And
That
all
is true. That is so mature of her to do.
Now, just openly, I'm really excited for her and for you.
2 weeks later. Oh
The whole
shit.
experience kind of allowed me to have all of the perspectives that I was missing. And so to have an unbiased gay man tell me, no, I think we need to settle down and kind of go at the pace of the parents was definitely impactful. I hope that other birth moms, as well as myself, can really feel validated in our decisions and get our needs met, even if that means not getting what we actually want, but just maybe try to find something else that will bring that peace and relief.
No, that's a very selfless act of her. I ain't gonna lie. This was a W video. But that was a very selfless act of her, bro. Because me personally, because final comments is this. If you're going to do it, if you're going to do that, she's always going to have in her head that she's never going to have that child again. And then there's like the two things that happens. Is either she gets pregnant and have another child, and then that makes it even more messier than ever. You get what I'm saying? And at that point, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? The 11-year-old child, she's gonna full resentment mode 24/7. She keeps the child that she give birth to next, it's over.